From now until January, Russell Coleman says that there will be a transition from the office that was headed up by Daniel Cameron to the one that'll be led by him. And he says the priorities will center around protecting Kentucky families. The men and women joined Coleman in the Capitol Rotunda this morning. There are 26 people made up of those that he says are from the rivers to the mountains. Coleman was elected the state's 52nd Attorney General a week ago today. The former FBI agent and U.S. attorney says he wants to focus on curbing the drug flow and stopping the agenda coming from Washington, D.C. that he says does not make sense.
My plan is to bring together the best leaders, the best advocates, those with a depth of experience on these very issues. And you see them on my left and on my right. You're seeing convening authority placed into action.
Coleman says that he did congratulate Governor Andy Beshear on his victory, and he says he will look forward to collaborating with the governor. He says protecting Kentucky's families is not an R or a D matter. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.